Our final story tonight comes from someone who wishes to remain anonymous. For her college graduation, her parents rented her a charming little beach house. For a week of solo relaxation, the house looked charming from the outside. The house was old, but it had character. She was excited for her getaway. The room looked peaceful and nostalgic. She thought she had found the perfect place. Or so she thought. The house's secret was waiting upstairs. The first couple of nights were fine. But on the third night, as she was reading, she heard it, a soft creak from the floor above. She was the only one in the house. She brushed it off as the house settling. But her mind was no longer on the page. But then it happened again. She waited, holding her breath. A slow, rhythmic creak, 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 like someone pacing back and forth. Then it stopped. Maybe it was over? It started pacing back. This wasn't the house settling. She dropped her book. She was completely paralyzed with fear. The pacing didn't stop. She was trapped with her unseen roommate. The sound seemed to be coming from one specific room upstairs. The next day, she went to investigate. The pacing from the night before had stopped. The silence in the house was now heavy. She reached the upstairs hallway. She walked the hall, shining her light on the doors. At the end of the hall was a single door, locked from the outside with an old slide bolt. Why would you lock a room from the outside? A chill went down her spine. She quickly backed away. That night, the pacing started again, but this time, it was joined by something else. A faint sound, like a child humming a nursery rhyme. The sound seemed to bleed into the air. She covered her ears, but it was useless. She curled into a ball. She couldn't stop listening. It was all coming from that room. It was too much to bear. The night seemed to last forever. And then, suddenly, it all stopped. But she knew this wasn't the end. That was her breaking point. She lay frozen in bed, listening to the humming and the pacing. And then, she heard the doorknob on the locked room begin to jiggle. Slowly at first, then more violently. That's when she ran. She didn't pack. She didn't even put on shoes. She ran to her car and drove all night, only stopping when she was hundreds of miles away. She never found out what was in that room, and she never wants to.